Hey, Daryl.
Yeah.
It's our return.
It's back. We're back. Welcome back.
Your dreams and your tickets, everything. Welcome back.
Oh, yo, Mr. Carter.
Hey, all Grit and Grind fans, please know that your boy can't blow them pipes every night. I can't sing now, so please don't never forget that. Daryl, we got a big show today. I got a shovel. You got a football. It's week 1 right here. Daryl, what's the rundown this week?
Oh, we got the marquee games of the week.
Got those
we
marquee
got the
games.
primetime game of the week, and we also got the quick picks of the week.
What everybody's waiting for. As we said, we are back. The hottest Eastern North Carolina high school football show in the state of North Carolina. You're watching Grit and Grind. Hey, Daryl, only one thing to say.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Daryl,
Yeah, another season.
Another season.
I tell you.
And I'm glad to be back because if y'all remember last season,
the
last show, Daryl rocked tear up over me. He was getting ready to tear up over. He said, "Man, dude, it's got to end right now."
I know it.
It's been a great season.
It's been a great season. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, Shawn, with players going to different schools.
Yes.
Coaches going to different schools.
A lot
of stuff has gone on this off season that we got to get into this season. But before we do that, Shawn, we had an opportunity to be at one of the jamborees that was hosted in the area. And there was a lot of jamborees, but this particular one we went to was the Bull City Classic.
With our good friend, Coach. Well, we still call Coach Ken Blocker.
And he put on a great jamboree. Had some great teams there. You're looking at this team, Mallard Creek and Millbrook was playing each other in this game. But there was other teams that was there from New Bern to Kingsport out of Virginia. Showed up. Roseville, North Durham, East Wade. Well, excuse me, Northern Durham, East Wade, Leesville, Southern Garner, South Garner, and Clayton and South Durham.
Ken always gets together. Great jamboree. It's good. To me, it's kind of like the last one before the season starts that you can go in, work the kinks out.
Right.
Because pretty much after his jamboree,
it's
time to play football.
It's time to play football.
Week 1.
And we just wanted to give Ken a shout out and his partner Devon as well on this jamboree for the Bull City Classic. And we're going to try to get Ken on later.
We definitely will.
Weeks
and we always appreciate Ken allowing us to come and just hang out with him at his jamboree.
Yeah.
You know, be able to see some of the teams, do some extra scouting so we be prepared because as media, we got to be prepared to know what we're going to talk about
That's what I'm
every
saying.
season. And look at these teams, and Ken does a good job of bringing the variety of high schools all in over there for us to be able to put our eyes on, as we like to say, the old eyeball test. But Daryl, with the jamboree coming to an end, it is time for week 1. I am so excited. I'm ecstatic because I wish it was Friday night, but due to some weather, it's been moved up to Thursday night, and we just realized nothing's been canceled. This is unofficial, but there is weather saying that Thursday will be kind of bad on Thursday, so it may get moved to Saturday next week. But I'm just ready to turn the lights on.
Yeah, I'm ready to turn the lights on. But before we can turn the lights on, we got to have a conversation.
We got to go back and talk to our good friend. It's not week 1 without starting off the season with our good friend, Commissioner Que Tucker, to come by the Grit and Grind Commissioner's Corner and talk with us about things that happened last season that they saw that they fixed and some things that they're looking for this season. So without further ado, Daryl, let's go hear from our good friend of the Grit and Grind, Commissioner Que Tucker from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Welcome to the Grit and Grind State Commissioner's Corner with us this week, Daryl. We always start week 1 off our 0 week, but really we have football this Friday night, and we always start out with bringing in Commissioner Que Tucker from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association to come in to kind of tell us where we're heading this season and what did we learn from last season that we're going to do this season. Ms. Que, welcome to the Grit and Grind Commissioner's Corner, and it's always an honor to have you on.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening to both of you. And thank you for another opportunity to help kick off football, the football season. Here it is upon us. It almost seems unreal. It just almost feels like, to me, we were getting ready for our spring championships, and here we are now kicking off, and really all the sports with the exception of football have already started. And so we're excited about being in the football part of the season now where every game counts.
Miss Q, last season was a first 8 classifications of football, 8 state championships spread all over the state of North Carolina. Where you could catch a game in the West, you could catch one right there in the Triangle, you could catch one on the other side of the Triangle, close to that Raleigh area if you didn't want to go to Chapel Hill. So just tell me, how difficult was it on the association to get 8 venues to host 8 state championships? Because it had to be hard work working with the universities and their scheduling, because they're playing college football, to be able to get these areas where we could have these games at.
Well, it was one good thing is that we had some relationships with people over the years. We established relationships with UNC, with Carolina, and so it was easier to be able to go back to them and say, hey, how many can you do? And for us, they were able to host 4 of those. Well, then that meant we had 4 more we needed to get somewhere. And the idea, and of course, unfortunately, NC State was not available due to some conflicts around the stadium, conflicts with the parking there due to the PNC Arena. So that meant then we had to find some other venues. We had done state championships or at least regional championships in the Hickory area, had those relationships. We reached out to them and they had an interest. They also have artificial turf, which made it, much easier to think, all right, if we had to take 4 games there, the turf would make that easier to handle. And then, of course, Durham stepped up, and we've been doing some things with the Durham folks, and they were great to work with. So we, as you said, we held 2 championships in football at Durham County Stadium, 2 up in Hickory there at Lenoir-Rhyne, and so that worked really well. But then the other sports, again, we were scrambling in some instances, trying to find some locales. So it's not as easy as people think. Some people think all we have to do is pick up the phone, call a university, and they'll say, oh, yeah, come on over. We'd love for you to play here. But as you alluded to, many of them are playing football themselves. Their venues are tied up. And to try to work around their schedule didn't always work with us. And so, it was challenging from the beginning of the school year last year all the way until the end. But fortunately, as I said, we were able to fall back on some of those great relationships we have, and we were able to get those played at neutral sites. We didn't have to take one to a high school, and that's always one of the things that we want to do. We've been playing state championships on college campuses now. I've been with the association 35 years, and most all of our state championships have been at the collegiate level. So we didn't want to regress. And, we were able to, to accomplish that. And we were real pleased with that. So we'll see how it goes this year. We've already solidified some things. I think we're just about to be locked in for our football championships. We're again going to have 4 at Carolina. We will have 2 again at Lenoir-Rhyne, and the other 2 in this side of the state, really here in the Triangle area. NC State has already indicated conflicts. So we are trying to work through some of that, and hopefully in the next week or 2, we'll be able to lock down that next site. So we're getting there.
So I want to ask you, I'm going to just piggyback on what Shawn just asked you. As far as on the eastern side of North Carolina, is there any college like ECU or places like that may be available throughout the year that may come up?
Well, that's a good question. We hold our regionals, went back with the regional concept at East Carolina this year in basketball. And so people have asked, well, why don't you take a state championship to Greenville, to East Carolina? Well, as you know, we always bring East and West together. I think East Carolina would love to have a state championship. And I know for a fact, Western Carolina would love to have a state championship. But when you start looking at it, and you can't predict who those 2 teams will be. So you could have a team like Wilson Prep. So let's just play what if our state championship for the 1As last year had been at Western Carolina. Well, we would have had Wilson Prep having to drive all the way to Cullowhee, Robbinsville, right around the corner from Western Carolina, and we would have had people crying foul. It could be the same thing if you just flip that. You got Wilson Prep going to East Carolina, Robbinsville having to come all the way across the state. So that's what makes it difficult when we start looking at East Carolina, looking at Western Carolina, and even App State for that matter, is just because we bring East and West together, and you know how long our state is, it's tough on the spectators. Now, the kids would probably love it, but then you have to think about spectators. You got to think about mom and dad being able to get there, and then when would you play it? Those kinds of things. East Carolina typically has a good football team. Western Carolina's plays football. They're competitive. So that it makes it a little bit more difficult. And I wish people understood that side of it a little bit more, because again, we want spectators in those games. And you have to think about it from a financial side as well, because it's only during the playoffs that the NCHSAA is able to share in the revenue with our schools. So we're looking also to be able to make a little money. And if you're going to hold a championship somewhere and nobody comes, then everybody loses. We don't have the money to be able to give shares back to the schools, and we don't have an opportunity to take a share as well.
And having that game at Western Carolina would be a beautiful sight up there in Cullowhee in the mountains. But for people like me and Daryl, that's a 6.5 hour drive for a game coming our way.
That's right. Yeah.
Also, where the hot topic that's going on in high school football that we definitely want to shed some light on is a lot of transfers of the NIL. We're seeing that it started in the college ranks. Now it's trickling down to the high school ranks. Just kind of, where's the association at with the NIL, if you're able to give any intel on that at this time?
Well, what I can tell you is that at the end of June, when we made our report to the State Board of Education, we sent a report over to the Department of Public Instruction. The rule was created, the NIL rule, the policies and the procedures was created by them. So we administer those to our schools, and then we're the ones who collect those agreements, and then we send those over to Raleigh to the department, to the superintendent. And we had gotten up to maybe about 25 to 30 individuals over the course of the past 2 years who have some kind of an NIL agreement. Now, some of them don't amount to the same amount of money that the college students are getting. I mean, and that's the unrealistic side of this. Parents, I believe, think that their sons or their daughters will be able to get the same amount of money that Flagger got, that Baycott got, that they would be able to get that kind of money, and it just doesn't work that way. Some of them maybe will get a smoothie. We've seen some deals that it's all about a smoothie. We've seen some deal where a young lady received a softball bat. And they have to do something just to get that, but it's not that big amount of money. And so we continue, but now it's interesting. Over the last 2-3 weeks, we've seen probably close to 12 or probably about a dozen NIL agreements come into the office. Several of those we've had to send back because they were missing some components. Certain requirements that mom and dad have to follow through with. And so we've had to send those back to the schools to say, look, if they're accepting any money, they need to stop right now because this could be a potential eligibility problem. So it's not big dollars, but it is enough that it could cause some of these young people to, perhaps lose their eligibility. And we don't want that to happen. So last week I sent out a memo to the membership just reminding them of the steps they need to take in order to help ensure that the young people are not going to lose their eligibility because they've signed an NIL agreement.
All right. And Ms. Q, last question before we end this interview. I just want to ask you to reflect on the 35 years that you have had with the High School Association of North Carolina, how it has from the time you started to where it's at now, just to see the development of high school football and sports actually in North Carolina.
Well, as I reflected and as I've thought about it, one of the things that is so special to me is the relationships that I have developed over time. I mean, relationships with you guys, for example, the media, that's been one of those positives where I'm able to sit down, talk to guys like you, and we talk about high school athletics. We talk about the educational side. So that's been a real positive for me, just developing those relationships on the media side. And of course, in the 35 years that I've been with the association, I have seen how social media is now impacting everything we do. In some ways, it has been a real positive. In some ways, it's been a negative because it gives a false sense of security for some young people or for adults even. They think they can put anything out on social media and it's not going to affect anybody. And then all of a sudden you realize, well, you just told somebody on a social media post that you were thinking about transferring and it's for athletic reasons. Well, that's a no-no in our world. So that's been something that I've watched develop over time, how social media impacts what we're doing. I've watched how we've had the ebb and flow with the sportsmanship side of things, how we have some initiatives and, we seem like maybe we're making headway, and then all of a sudden we'll have 2 or 3 or 4 incidents in a contest, a bench clearing in football, or we have several kids go out onto the field. So those are things that, they're not the positives. Those are not the ways that we want people to remember a contest if they're sitting in the stands and they're walking away talking about a fight or talking about somebody being ejected. But then on the other side, when I think more about some of the positives, when I started you guys, it was to help develop a student services program. And I'm really pleased that we still have student programs. We had actually in our office today, we had our student athlete advisory council where those young people were there making plans for how they wanted to impact their various committees where they represent, and trying to help bridge that gap between the association staff in Chapel Hill, understanding how the board of directors work, and then be able to go out and share that in their various regions of the state. So I'm really pleased that we've been able to keep student program going at the association. And, I hope that will continue because we can't ever lose sight of, who we do this for. It's really for them. And and we're trying to provide those memories. We're trying to provide those opportunities. And we're trying to do it in a way that they learn lessons that we hope will help them go out and be great citizens. And so those are the things that just really come back to me as I've watched young people excel on the court, on the field. It's just a neat opportunity. And, and I've seen some of them play, and now some of them are coaching, and they'll come up to me and they'll say, hey, let me show you a picture. Somebody showed me a picture a few weeks ago of me putting a medal around their necks, and then they show me their child who is now playing or they're now coaching. So, it's interesting how athletics provides those moments, and it's been a great career, guys.
Ms. Q, we want to thank you for coming by the Grit and Grind Commissioner's Corner this week. We truly are glad you were able to come by and kick our season off on the Grit and Grind. We're not going to put your retirement yet because you got a few more days on the calendar.
Yep.
But at one countdown,
right.
we just want to thank you for the 35 years. And truly, the statement is understated by saying you have definitely left it better than how you found it with everything you have done for high school sports in general for the state of North Carolina.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. And I wish you guys great success. I'll be trying to keep up with you. And, I'm not going to go away and hide, but I'll be able to now go out and maybe watch some games in some parts of the state where I have been unable to be. So look forward to those kind of things. So good luck to you guys.
Thank you. We look forward to having you back there as a guest pick on the Grit Grind. We'll make sure we make that happen.
There you go. Sounds good, guys.
Daryl?
Yeah.
I just cannot wait till when Ms. Q retires. I'm going to take up on that offer.
Yeah, definitely.
We are going to go somewhere in Western Carolina, connect, and watch us a football game in West North Carolina, East North Carolina to try somewhere. But I'm going to hold up to that because she'll finally be like she told us.
Like
enjoy it as a fan and not as a commissioner.
That's it.
But Daryl, Ms. Q has given so much. And I feel like now we can officially start the season because, as we said earlier, we cannot start the season without talking about good friend, Commissioner Que Tucker.
Definitely cannot do that. She has been there for the Grit and Grind, and being there for 30-some years is big. And so, hands off to her, shout out to her for everything that she has done for high school sports in North Carolina.
We are getting ready to hop into a commercial break, and then we'll be back for this week's Marquee Games. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67. It's week 1, Daryl, and I'm ready. Let's play some football.
Let's go.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Daryl?
Yeah.
It is time for the Grit and Grind Marquee Games.
We can do it finally.
We can do it finally.
Yes. We can break a game down.
People don't know we've been talking about football for about 4 or 5 months. When the season is, we go through that little cold period.
Right.
Watch a lot of high school basketball.
Yep.
Then, spring, we watch some baseball, softball, other sports like that. But as soon as those spring and summer OTAs start, we right back in talking about football. Daryl, we got a good one right here.
Yep.
In the capital city of Raleigh, an old rivalry.
Yeah.
And the one thing I like about week 1 is, guess what, Daryl?
What's that?
You're both 0-0.
Everybody's 0-0.
Everybody equal.
Game. See what we got.
We got a good game. You got the Enloe Eagles, coached by our good friend, Coach Ryan Clark, taking the maybe, 10-minute rough ride in Raleigh.
About 10.
If you get caught in traffic, maybe 20.
Yeah.
Up the street to play one of their biggest rivals, the Bulldogs of Southeast Raleigh, coached by our other good friend, Coach Campbell.
Yep.
Daryl, I'm the road team.
I'm going to say, you're the road team.
If I'm Enloe, Daryl, we're going to jump right to the keys of it because it's week 1. If I'm Enloe, I got 6 things that I'm telling my students right now in practice. Number 1 in this game I'm starting off with, guess what, Daryl? It's week 1. Win the turnover battle.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how good of a team practice in the spring and summer. It doesn't matter how good you played in the Jamboree.
Right.
It's still that nervousness you get the first time they turn those lights on a Thursday night or Friday night, depending on when the game is played, in a stadium. Win the turnover battle. If Southeast turns the ball over, Enloe win on that. My second one, Daryl, guess what?
What's that?
We seen Southeast Raleigh. We saw Enloe last year.
We saw both teams last year.
Southeast has explosive athletes, Daryl, on offense. Contain them from making big plays.
Yeah.
Put them in third and long predicaments. My third one, Daryl, and this is just football 101.
Okay.
No coach, you can't coach this because you've been hearing this since Pee Wee, middle school, JV, and varsity. Control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to talk about it no more.
Yeah.
That's football 101. Daryl, also on offense, establish the Enloe run game. We saw in that game last year with Brown. When Enloe can run the ball good, it opens up that passing game.
It opens up a lot.
Then you know what you got to do, Daryl? Finish drives with touchdowns.
Okay.
That's what wins games. And the last one, Daryl.
Last one.
If I'm Enloe, this is my last thing I'm telling them before we board the bus, if I'm Coach Ryan. This is a rivalry between two big programs right here in Raleigh. It's week 1. All we need to do is we're not playing at home, we're on the road.
Okay.
Survive the first quarter. The
That's
first
big.
quarter
Now,
tells
that's
the
big.
tone.
That's
if
a
we
big
can
one.
survive the first quarter, we're not making that many mistakes.
Right.
Capitalize on if Southeast makes mistakes. We give ourselves a good chance, Daryl.
And that's
be in
all
a good
you
place.
want. That's all you want is
That's
a
your
chance.
key words, ain't it?
Just give yourself a chance.
Tell me about Southeast, Daryl.
Well, Southeast Raleigh is coming into this game. Basically, if you look at last season, they finished 9-4.
Yes.
Went deep in the playoffs, lost to Clayton, a game that a good chance they could have won.
Good chance could have won that, Daryl.
But a lot of those guys are coming back for Coach Campbell. You're looking at Bullock, Freeman, Adams, Stanley, some of the guys that played last season are going to be on the team this year. But the keys to this win for Southeast Raleigh, again, play smart.
That's the key thing.
You got to play smart, clean football, cut down on your penalties.
We won.
And then execute. On defense, get your 3 and out.
You got to.
Don't let Enloe have long drives down the field. You want to get them off the field. You want to get your defense 3 and out off the field. And on offense, you want to keep the ball. You want to keep driving down that field.
Control that clock.
Like you said, control the clock. And then at the end, play your game. If you're Southeast Raleigh, play your game.
They know it.
They know it. Like you said, they got some experienced players from last season. They won this game last year.
They did.
And if Southeast Raleigh can do those things, they will have a great chance of winning this game again. So that's my keys for Southeast Raleigh to win.
Big game right here in the 919 between two good teams right here that want to start off 1-0 and begin their campaign to play. Because like you said there, both these teams were playoff teams last year.
Yeah, both of them.
So this is a big game to start your season off. Daryl, we got another game, and we don't have to go to the 919.
Nah.
We ain't got to go to the 919. We got to go to the 704.
704.
For this game. And this is going to be a big game because this is an emotional game.
Yeah.
Because if you're Hoke County, we talked about this in the open segment.
Yeah.
A lot of things changed in the offseason.
And
if you're the Hoke County Fighting Bucks, you got your man.
You got your man. This was a big change for Hoke County. You got Coach McLaurin.
At 71st. He compiled a record of 160 and 37 at 71st. He won 6 conference championships, consecutive state championships appearances in 23 and 24. But before we get to this game there, you know what I'm going to say?
What's that?
That's like the sandwich. It's all history.
That's all history.
New program, new school, new team, new players, everything. And if you're Hoke County, tell me what you got to do going to Monroe to 704 to win this game in Monroe.
This is going to be a big challenge for Hoke County because it basically is a measuring stick where you're at right now. You played Monroe last year and you lost 35-0 in that game. But the thing about it with Hoke County, you got 17 seniors coming back.
That's a big
class. That team from last year.
Big class.
It's a big class. Keys to winning this game with a new coaching staff.
Yes.
New philosophy. And with Coach McLaurin, players have to step up.
They got to.
They got to step up. That's my biggest thing. And what step up means is do those little things right.
Yes.
The little things.
That's what we in games. That's what we in games.
And you got to do those things and then focus.
Say that again.
You got to focus. You got to stay focused. And that's going to be the motto for most of this season. Because if a team can be focused into the game, all 4 quarters.
It makes a difference.
It makes a big difference. Then, as a new team, new coaching staff. New system. What the coaches want to see from each player is that they are out there playing hard.
That's what you want to see.
You doing your job, you doing assignment football, and you playing hard.
Can I say my first thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get your mind ready on football.
That's it.
Get your mind set on football.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because social media and all that, that's over with.
It's over.
Them pictures on social media,
picture with the helmet like this,
all of that, that's over with.
Yes.
Now it's time to play football and go out there and make it happen.
Get your mind on football.
That's it. And then lastly, listen to your coaches.
Yes.
Again, a new coaching staff, listen to your coaches to get you in the right position to make the plays. And again, this is a measuring stick game to see what we got, what we need to improve on, and go from there because it's going to be a long season. But you got a good coaching staff there. And like I said, you keep it close, you never know what happens.
Deryl, if you're Monroe, this is going to be a hard night for you.
Right.
Because you're not in Hoke County. At least you host this game at home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an emotional night because it's a long bus ride from Rayford, North Carolina, your home, your second home.
Yeah.
It's a long bus ride from there to up there in Monroe.
Yeah.
That's a long bus ride. So it's a lot of emotion that these kids at Hoke County are going to have on that bus ride because you know it's the new coach. Everybody in the city of Rayford right now is excited because they said, we got our guy.
Got him.
We went and got Coach McLaurin. That's who we wanted. So everybody's excited. There's been a buzz in the city. And you want to go out and say, we got to win the first one for Coach. We don't want to win this bus. We got to win it for Coach. But they got a tough game.
It's a tough game.
Because this Monroe team was just in the state championship 2-3 seasons ago.
That's what I say. Just a couple seasons ago, they was there.
And Monroe, when I watched them on tape, Deryl, they start fast. And when you start fast, you know what you can do? You can challenge that Hoke County new system. Because now you can start fast and say, okay, Hoke County, we want to see what you're going to do. Can you catch up? Because we're going to jump out here and we're going to throw the ball. Make the quarterback in a brand new system second guess himself. Make him think. Number two, Deryl, the Monroe Red House under my good friend Coach Johnny Sewell, they throw the ball well. They love to spread the field. So now you're going to make Hoke County not load that box up. They're going to have to spread the field to be able to guard everybody. Then you know what you got to do, Deryl? You got to stop that Hoke County run game. Some things just mirror themselves over. When you think about all the successful years that 71st has had under Coach McLaurin,
it started with the running game.
It started with that running game.
Everything.
They always had a running game.
Running game.
And I learned from good coaches, they don't change the philosophy. So you're going to have to stop that running game. You're going to have to build a lead early and make Hoke County players start second-guessing themselves. Do I need a blitz? Hey, Coach called a blitz, but maybe I'll dial back and not run a blitz this time because maybe they'll throw the ball. Then you know what you're going to have to do there. Once again, football 101. Protect the quarterback.
That's it.
We know Coach Mallone's defense special.
Oh, it's coming.
He loves to get after the quarterback. And then the last thing you got to do, if you are the Monroe Red House, is you got to match Hoke County's physicality.
That's
all 4 quarters.
You got to.
You said be focused. I'm going to say that right there and match their physicality because those kids are going to come out ready to play, wanting to get a win for their new head coach in his debut game in his new school. If you can do that, and if you can stop that, then you know what you can do? You can give yourselves a chance to come out on the winner's side.
And that's all you want.
That's all you want.
I got to pick. And for either team, that's what you want. Is giving yourself a chance.
This is a good game right here, and as you said, a measure stick game for both teams.
But I think this Hoke County team is going to be good, and they're going to step up to the challenge.
I've been down to that city. It's a buzz.
It is a buzz, and they got a new school
you were telling
on
me
top
about
of that.
You were telling me about it when you went down to pay a visit.
They got the new school and new coach, so everybody's excited. And we're going to be down there a couple weeks, too.
We'll be down there. We'll be down there hanging out. Our next time game, Daryl, you know what it's time for? The Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week, and that is no other than the oldest rivalry on the Grit and Grind. Besides Southern Nash, Northern Nash, Rocky Mount, Southern Nash, Rocky Mount, Nash Central, Northern Nash, Nash Central, Rocky Mount, Nash Central, Southern Nash. You know, those are the oldest rivals.
You just covered them all.
That's some of the oldest rivals
we got in our area.
But this is one of the other oldest rivals in here because this game is very special to us because, you know, this game right here got a great friendship with Coach Blaine that we have established that has just gone on through the years now. But we always say about this game, Daryl, these two teams, they just always find a way to meet each other, whether it's the offseason or either in the playoffs. But before we get to this game, Daryl, let's go hear from the coach that will be hosting this game this season, Coach Will Blaine, and hear about his James Rose Rapids as they're getting ready to play the Northern Nash Knights at home. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner with us this week. Week 1, we cannot start week 1 of the season off without having one of the oldest rivalries on the Grit and Grind show. No other than J.H. Rose hosting the Knights of Northern Nash. And we definitely could not get prepared for this game without having our good friend, Coach Will Bland, head coach of James Rose, the Rapids of James Rose, on the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner. Coach Bland, been a long time, my friend. Welcome back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while now. I've been wondering. I said, I ain't seen none of y'all clips and stuff. So what's going on? I ain't know what the board was.
We on vacation. We was on vacation at the beach.
Yeah, we just like football. When the lights go off on Friday night, end of the season, we go out to week 1. We come back. We take a long extended vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach, let's talk about some summer and spring OTAs. We know James Rose brought back a lot of seniors getting ready for their senior year. How many seniors did you bring back this season over here at Rose?
Well, we brought back 17 starters from last year, so we probably got about 22 seniors and that are to graduate this year. I think we brought back 9 out of 11 starters on the offense and 8 out of 11 starters on defense. So these kids have been playing for a while together. They've been through the ups and downs. They went from that 3-8 season that we had 2 years ago to being 6-6 last year. So I think this year that they're primed and they're ready to show the world what type of team they are.
All right, and that's what I was going to ask you, Coach. Last year y'all went 6-6, and how do you get the kids to build up upon that as far as going to that next step, getting further down into the playoffs this season?
I told somebody earlier that the best part of this team is they're older, they're more experienced and more mature. They know that it's the second season, especially when they get playoff, but you want to set yourself up in prime position to have a great run in the playoff. So, we trying to hire that top 8 seed that the NHHS provides. So, it's one game at a time mentality. So, we up next is right now Northern Nash, who's a very great football team that traditionally been great in and out. So, there's a point that we must face, and I think the guys going to be ready.
Well, Coach, bringing up Northern Nash, it's one of those games that I think for the past 4 or 5 years, whether it's playoff time, non-conference schedule, James Rose and Northern Nash just always find themselves playing each other sometime throughout the season. Just tell me, how do you get prepared for a Northern Nash team that, as you said, every year comes back reloaded, refocused, ready to start their run? How do you and James Rose get prepared for this team?
They're on that schedule. You see them out there already. Last year was a great game. It came down to the wire. We threw a pick at the end of the game that evidently caused us to lose that game. So, you want to go in that mindset that, hey, all right, if we minimize the mistake, minimize penalty, and don't have that turnover at the end of the game, that you would have came out victorious last year. But, we're striving for that, trying to make sure that you don't make them same mistake, as well as get some of the new kids that we got, as well as the veterans and just go out there and have fun. I mean, that's the best part. This time you get to have fun at your home. They're playing here the first game, so we got our fans behind us, so that's going to be a big plus for us.
Well, Coach, one more question before we get out of here, and I think this is one that Daryl was going to throw at you, and I'll throw it at you, and I believe Daryl piggyback off of it. What would a successful night look for week 1 for James Rose? Me and Daryl was talking about this before we got you on this interview about what we thought James Rose would have to do, the keys to victory to win this game. But a successful night for James Rose would be, what would we need to be successful for this game?
Probably be able to keep our offense on the field. We're a very explosive offense, traditionally have been. So, could get some points on the board. And we worked really hard this offseason to shore up our defense. So I think we got a defense now that's going to be able to help us out, get some turnovers, get some stops to get that offense back on the field so we can put more points on the board. So, the kids just got to stay focused. They got to stay humble. They got to take one game at a time. And if we can do that, then I think we can come out victorious. But it's going to be a battle as always. Like I said, Coach Farriss does a great job out there with them guys. So, we can't come in thinking that we just going to run over them. We got to come in and do what we're supposed to do on our side of the ball, execute, and then hopefully we get some luck, as they say, against some of them North Dash.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, just stay focused is the biggest thing as far as this game and throughout the whole season.
Correct. I'm correct, because it's a long season. We found out 2 years ago that the regular season don't mean anything when playoffs.
Right.
Different
Not at all.
Yeah.
I think that's how it all got started right there, Coach Blair. James Rose went on a mighty strong run throughout the playoffs, and we always still joke about it, me and Darren. You came through grit and grind territory, and you playing the flag down here.
Oh, that was a fun time with y'all guys. I'm so glad it happened. We've been great friends ever since. So I appreciate having that attitude and like, hey, you're right, and then just going with it. So, like I said, I'm stoked. I can't wait to see y'all guys this Friday, and then let's get the season started.
Coach, we appreciate you stopping by the Grit and Grind Coaches Corner. Me and Darren had already said last time we was at Rose, we really got a special treat. Looking for a great game Friday night between the Ramparts and the Northern Nash Knights. And we can't wait to be in Greenville on Friday night for the Grit and Grind Primetime Game of the Week right here on the Grit and Grind. Back to the studio and Coach Bland, we appreciate you for hanging out with us today.
Appreciate y'all guys. Y'all be safe, all right?
Darren, we just heard from our good friend, Coach Bland.
Yep.
And he's got his Ramparts ready to play.
He's got them ready to go. And like he said, the biggest thing is getting the team focused and staying focused. Mm-hmm. And so as long as they can do that, they have a good opportunity.
They do.
But they got a good Northern Nash team that's coming down there.
A good Northern Nash team that's coming down there. And let's go hear from our other good friend, another good friend of Grit and Grind, Coach Andrew Farriss, head coach of the Northern Nash Knights, to see how he's getting his Knights ready for a 30-minute road trip game down to Pitt County to play one of the hardest teams on his non-conference schedule, the James Rose Ramparts. Let's go hear from Coach Farriss. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coaches Corner. With us today, we have head coach, Coach Andrew Farriss from Northern Nash. Coach Farriss, welcome back to the Grit and Grind, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good to see you guys.
Always good to have our good friend, Coach Farriss, on the Grit and Grind. Well, Coach Farriss, we cannot start week one off without talking about an old rivalry that's been brewing for a long time. I feel like these two teams always face each other either in the season or either in the playoffs. That is James Rose and Northern Nash.
Yep, that's true. It's either been one or the other. It's been early in the season or it's been in the playoffs or both. And it feels like it's been that way for a couple of years now, or several years anyway.
Coach, looking at your team, how was your spring and summer OTA?
Fairly productive. We're still trying to figure out some things. We obviously lost quarterbacks. We lost some offensive linemen. We returned a good bit of our defense, which is good. And we returned quite a bit of offensive production outside of the quarterback position. So that's helpful to whoever the quarterback ends up being. But that's kind of still there. And I don't know that we still have, 100% answered all those questions yet. Still trying to figure that out, and I think it'll play itself out, especially through the course of the non-conference part of the season.
And heading into this game, Coach, what is the biggest thing that you want to concentrate on as far as trying to get a win down there at JH Rose this, I think, Thursday night now that they moved the game to Thursday night?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's moved up to Thursday now because threat of weather on Friday, bad weather on Friday. So obviously – the normal cliche stuff, run the ball, don't turn the ball over, play good defense. Hopefully early in the season, good defense will translate because a lot of times offenses are not, it takes longer to get offense in sync than it does defense. But I can tell you from looking at Rose's scrimmage films, they look like they're in sync pretty well on offense right now. They've got a lot of weapons. So I think one of the things is going to be to just try to control the ball for us on offense. If we can possess the ball or maybe not give them as many chances offensively because they just got a lot of weapons and good quarterback and good receivers and running back and everything. Their offensive line looks good and big. So, that's going to be key. But we're going to have to play good defense, and then we're going to have to execute on offense. As always, it'll be, I'm sure, like last year after we got done with that game, it was kind of like a relief, just kind of, almost more than it was, a celebration because it's just, that's a tough game to start with. It really is just a tough opener.
Coach, we talked about last year's game, and you just said it was a relief. It went to the wire last year, but it feels like whenever these two teams get together, you can expect the barn burn to go all the way to the last second of the clock. Just mentally, how are you going to get you guys ready now, being that you don't have that extra day of practice, being that the game has moved to Thursday? So what will be your preparations on getting them ready for it?
Yeah, so we talked about that yesterday at the end of practice because We were not sure what was going to happen. We felt like it was going to move up, but there was some question as to exactly when it was going to be and what time, all that stuff. But we went ahead and let them know that it would definitely be moved up so they could start wrapping their head around it. The biggest thing that we're going to have to make sure is special teams, because in all the scrimmages, special teams have not been live. We have a great kicker. We just got to put other pieces in place around him, whether it's just lining up for punt and practicing punt live. We have to do that. And the heat is not cooperating. It's making it hard to get outside. Mm-hmm. And so there's a whole lot of factors right now, but we can't let those be any excuse, because Thursday night at 7:30, we're going to kick off. So we're going to have to be ready with all facets of the game. So we're going to have to figure them out somehow. And hopefully we'll be able to get out there on the practice field like we normally do and get done what we can get done, and just get it done in one day shorter.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming by the Grit and Grind Coaches Corner this week. Best of luck to the Knights of Northern Nash as they play Jay's Rose in Rose territory on Thursday night. And the Grit and Grind will definitely be there that night for the Grit and Grind primetime Thursday night, game of the week.
Thursday night. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you then.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. Daryl.
Yeah.
We heard from both coaches.
Yep, definitely.
But now tell me, you're Northern Nash, and we can't wait to see you back in that Kelly Green. Before you got on the call.
We don't want to talk about that.
Before you got on the call, me and Coach Farriss talking about that. He said, I think they got a picture of you up in Northern Nash with that Kelly Green on. So we can't wait to see you with that on. But if you're Northern Nash, this is a big game.
Right.
And you're heading to a Jay's Rose team that a lot of people are talking about. It's a team that could have a good run.
Yeah, definitely good run.
If you're Northern Nash, what's the keys to victory, and what are you doing to get prepared for this game?
Basically, Coach Farriss already said it, but I'm going to just say it again. Slow down Jake.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing if you're on that defensive side of the ball for Northern Nash, is try your best to get out the field as fast as 3 and outs.
Right.
Slow them down. And then, again, penalties. Cut down on the penalties.
It's week one.
Because it's week one. You're going to have a lot of
jitters,
a lot of players going to be nervous. So get that out your system. Stay focused in all 4 quarters. I said that earlier.
Yes.
Again, if Northern can do some of those things and play physical, which Northern does.
They do now.
Because we saw this game last year.
And it was a physical game.
It was a physical game, back and forth, both teams.
Football.
And it came down to the last play of the game.
It did.
Last play of the game. So Northern still has weapons. It may not be what it was last year, but it's still Northern.
They still the Knights of Northern Nash.
They still the Knights. So that's my keys. But tell me about Jay's Rose.
Coach Bland has a good squad this year, and they can do a lot. But you talk about that last year game. Mm-hmm. They lost by 6 points.
Right.
Last play of the game, on the goal line. And they could have either tied it to go to overtime, or they could have got a touchdown, scored 2 and won it. But if you Rose, this Northern Nash team. Mm-hmm. You got the footage on them. You seen them. You played them several times. You go back to that 2024 season when you played them in the playoffs.
Right.
Rose played them great that night in Knight Stadium.
Yeah.
If I'm Rose, this is what I got to do. I'm starting fast. They cannot spend time trying to find their rhythm. Right. Because a team like Northern Nash, if you trying to find your rhythm, guess what they doing? They done found their rhythm. Yeah. Number 2, you got to get Pearson involved early, Jalek Pearson involved early. He has been the playmaker for Rose, and he can be the playmaker in this game. Get him involved early in the game, because when you get guys like that involved early, it spills over into the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter.
Right.
Number 3, Daryl, control that Northern Nash running game.
Yeah. You got Eatman right there, Miles Eatman. I was going to mention him.
That's a hard bill.
If he gets high,
and
if he hits that corner, it's going to be...
Could be a long night. Could be a long night for you now.
So, yeah.
I'm going to go back to what I said in the Southeast game.
Yeah.
When at the line of scrimmage, Rose cannot allow Northern Nash to dictate the physicality. Mm-hmm. You have to play physical. You said it.
Yeah.
Northern Nash is a physical team.
Right.
You got to match their intensity, their physicality. If not, those D linemen are going to get past your O-line and get to the quarterback. Finish in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
If the game is tied, get that lead in the 4th quarter. Have that long drive, hold the ball, and protect the clock to win the game. And the last one, Daryl, win on special teams.
That's it. That's it. That's the
You get
biggest.
so focused in the spring and summer
Yeah.
on getting your offense sync, getting your defense sync, that special teams you really don't get that many reps till week 1, but going into the game. Now you got a chance to go in, get an extra day of practice today, get those special team plays set up, that punt return set up, that kickoff return, the kickoff, punt formation, get all that set up. Because if you can win on special teams, and you can either have good kickoff returns to get you in good field position, good punt returns to get you good field position, you don't have to have a long drive now because your drive is a shorter drive. Those are my keys to victory right there, Daryl. But if I'm J.H. Rose, I'm going to give them this formula of success for this game.
Okay.
Start fast, unleash Pearson, finish the fight. And Northern Nash has won the recent battles, but Thursday night, remember, the Ramparts, you're playing in your house.
That's what I get say.
You're in Greenville, your fan base.
Tough environment.
It's a tough environment because when they get going down there, it gets loud.
That's it.
They can hear you on the boulevard.
That's it.
Win this game. If you can do that, you can win this game. I got a pick.
All right.
But I'm going to say that
We're
pick.
going to say, because why?
It's time for the quick pick.
That's
7.
it.
We are getting ready to hop into a commercial break, but hang around for the grit and grind because it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the quick picks, to see who me and Daryl pick. And just a reminder before we get ready to go to the quick picks, I am the reigning and defending two-time quick pick champion. Had to remind
last
you.
year, talking last year.
Had to
That's
remind-
last
2
year's
years in a
stuff.
row. 2 years in a row.
That's last year. Like, what did you say? Everybody's 0-0.
It's history, right?
That's history.
You watch the Grit and Grind Studio 67.
Finding a career path is a journey of discovery, finding and honing your talents, molding them into your future. Your motivation is hard work, gaining expertise, and consistent skill development. Nash Community College is the starting point for your career goals. Career paths at Nash help you build all the tools you need to begin your career and find success. Start here. Go anywhere.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind.
Yep.
It is time for the quick picks, and I must remind you, I am the reigning and defending two-time quick pick champion.
See, there you go.
Reigning and defending the
That's
conqueror.
ancient history, but
The conqueror.
I do understand, cause as a Cowboy fan, I say 5-time Super Bowl champs. I don't care about no 96, last time we won.
Yeah.
5-time Super Bowl champs.
Well,
I'm going to celebrate. So I'm going to let you celebrate. I'm going to let you celebrate. Go ahead.
2 years back to back, I have shown Daryl how to make the right picks to continue my dominant reign and defending quick pick champ. But Daryl,
Yes.
let's go to our first game
Let's
right
go.
here.
Let's
Who do we
do
got?
it.
Faith Christian Patriots
All right.
versus Lawrence Academy Warriors. Daryl, Faith Christian coming off a big win.
Big time win.
53. We are getting ready to get by Faith Christian. Check y'all out. It's coming real soon. We're going to lock a date in with you, but this is a big game for Faith
Big
Christian.
time.
Got a
Big
win
time
last
game.
week, so they're coming in 1-0, but they got a tough game.
Yeah, I'm going to go Faith Christian on this.
Faith Christian.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Daryl, I'm not going against Faith Christian. Faith Christian showed me something in that game that they won last week when I went and watched them on tape. I'm going to Faith Christian Patriots to win this game.
All right.
Our next game, Daryl. Turn on the lights on a Friday night or a Thursday night. Congratulations to Northeast Carolina Prep. The AD down there, my good friend. I cannot call his name, but he knows that. He's watching right now. Congratulations to y'all for starting a football program, getting one for Northeast Carolina Prep. Known for basketball, known for wrestling, other stuff they did, but they finally got a program. Not that far, but 5 minutes from Tarboro High School.
All right.
Northeast Carolina Prep starts their first ever football game. When they turn on the lights, it's going to be a big night down there for that school in Tarboro. But they got the North Wake Saints.
I'm going North Wake Saints. I ain't picking with my heart this year. I'm cold-blooded. I'm not picking.
It's a big night.
It's big night. North Wake Saints.
It's a big night.
I ain't got. No.
They turned on the lights, and you're not going to do this.
Nope.
Well, guess what, Northeast Carolina Prep? This is Shawn talking to you. You know what, Northeast Carolina Prep? Daryl is going to be wrong. You're going to prove Daryl wrong because you turn on the lights. It's a memorable night. They're going to dig up some grass. Northeast Carolina Prep to win their first ever game in their football campaign.
All right.
Our next game down will be, let's go down to Rockingham, the Richmond Senior Raiders. Raiders of Richmond, welcome to the grit and grind. We'll definitely be down there to get their helmets very soon. But they got a tough team because they got the Vikings.
They got the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings on this game. Oh, I'm going Vikings. Yeah.
He's serious this year, y'all.
I'm serious. I'm focused.
Guess
like
what,
we've been
Daryl?
telling all these teams stay focused. I'm focused this year.
Guess what, Daryl? Rockin' Raiders, Richmond Senior High. I'm taking the Rockin' Raiders of Richmond. Yeah, get him over there with the Vikings, Richmond. He let go of y'all.
All right.
Get him over there. I'm taking the Raiders of Richmond. Our next game, Daryl, who we got right here? You got Wilson Prep, the reigning and defending 1A state champ, versus Clayton High right here, Daryl. This is a good game. Clayton won this game.
Clayton won last year.
A lot of people got worried about Wilson Prep last year because they said, whoa, this is not the team that we thought they were. But they went on a good run, and they brought home a state championship.
They brought home a state championship, but
it's in the Tiger. It's in
my nephew plays on
it's in the
with
den.
Wilson Prep.
It's in the den.
I'm going Clayton. Clayton Common, C-Town. I got C-Town on this.
Hey, you know I got to give a shout out to my boy Brian Cecil, so you know what I got to say, Brian? Tell him C-O-M-E-T-S. Sorry, WA. I got you next week.
All right.
Our next game, Daryl. Cleveland Rams versus the Pinecrest Patriots. Cleveland. Coach Raleigh took a job as coach of the school up there in Western North Carolina.
Yep.
We'll be getting with Coach Raleigh real soon. We've been connected with him. Cleveland, new coach, new team, new identity.
Yeah.
So, does Cleveland have
this
enough
is a
to
big-
beat Cleveland, or is this going to be like, let's regroup?
I'm going to go Cleveland. I'm sticking with Cleveland Rams on this.
Hey, I cannot go against the Rams of Cleveland. I'm sticking with Cleveland. Give me the Rams of Cleveland to win this game. Our next game, Daryl, who we got? West Charlotte, another team with a new coach.
New coach.
New system, new identity. But, boy, they got a tough one right here.
Yeah, they got a
They
tough
got
one.
the reigning and defending 7A champs, the Grimley Whirlies. Ooh, tough game.
I'm going Grimsley.
I got to go Grizzly.
You going Grizzly?
I got to go Grizzly. Sorry, West Charlotte.
Yeah.
We're going to be reaching out to the coach
Okay,
to get them on
all
the
right, just checking. Going Grimsley.
Our next game, another new team to the Grit and Grind family. Welcome to Northside Pinetown Panthers. We'll be getting down there by to pick up their helmet in Pinetown, North Carolina. Daryl, you got Northside Pinetown.
Yeah.
You got the Camden County Bruins. Who you got?
Ooh, give me Northside.
Hey, give me Northside Pinetown. They were one game away from getting to a state championship. But they ran against Wilson Prep.
They ran against Wilson Prep, but that was a good team last year.
Our next team, another new team to the Grit and Grind who send us a helmet. Thank you, South Garden Titans. We really appreciate y'all reaching out to us saying they want that South Garden Titan helmet on the Grit and Grind.
And we're working that out.
We're going to go get it. But they got a hard game. West Johnson Wildcats. They got West Johnson. West Johnson's a good team over there.
They are, but I'm going to go South Garden.
Oh, man, the Titans are coming to the Grit and
South
Grind.
Garden.
I'm not going against the Titans. Hey, Titans get a good win Thursday night.
That's going to be a good game. That's a good game right there.
Right here we go. Vance County versus Warren County. The helmet's somewhere right here. I'm gonna find
we
it
got
in a
one
minute.
of them.
That's
We got both
somewhere.
of them.
Vance County right there.
There it is.
Warren County somewhere right here.
Yeah.
Let's hang it up. Warren County up here.
This is
Good
a big time
right
game.
here.
Big time game.
This game, Warren County lost by 1
1 point last year.
And they almost had a touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah.
Vance County got away. They have not forgot about this, Daryl. They have not forgot about this.
Forgot.
This is tough one.
I got my pick. I'm going Warren County.
Hey.
I think Warren County's going to be able to come back in this game
You
from
do?
what they did last year and get a victory.
Not so fast, my friend.
Wait a minute.
Cause guess what?
What?
I'm going with Dub City, baby. Give me them Eagles of Warren County
I'm
to win
going to
this
say,
game.
boy, Coach
Warren-
BJ going to come get you.
Oh, if I would have said that, BJ be blowing. Hey, I had to go. We had to go live off air. I got to answer my phone. Farmville Central, they're on the Grit and Grind. You know, Farmville Central Jaguars. But they're going against the Pound Pack. If you have not seen Farmville Central play football, you have missed something.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen them play basketball, that's how fast they play football.
They play fast.
One
We
of the
saw them against
fastest,
Lewisburg last year in the playoffs.
and that's one of the fastest offense I've seen besides Pender County.
but they
Farmville Central.
but they playing the Pam Pack.
Pound Pack.
Boy,
Pound
that
Pack.
was your school.
Yeah, let's
Pound
go.
Pack.
Pound Pack.
Who you going with?
Farmville Central. Why not?
Okay, all right. Farmville Central too.
See, y'all,
I'm trying to see. I'm trying
Yeah, I
to.
see what you're doing.
Yeah,
I see what
okay,
you're doing.
all right.
I'm fine. North Edgecombe Warriors versus Southeast Halifax Trojans. Good game right here in that 1A pocket right above Nash County.
Yeah,
Who you
good
got in
game.
this one?
Give me North Edgecombe.
Give me Southeast Halifax.
What?
Yeah, I'm going against North Edgecombe. Yeah, I had to split one with you. Another good game right here. Solid B. Howard. The Eagles of Solid B. Howard versus the Weldon Chargers.
Big time.
Big time. 1A football at its finest.
Yep, 1A football.
Solid B playing their second season of football.
I'm going Solid B. Howard because last year they won their first game.
They did.
They had the first game and they won it. So I'm going to stick with Solid B.
Solid B. Howard. I'm going with the Eagles. Solid B. Sorry, Weldon, but I got to go with those Eagles. Our next game there right here on the grid ground. Frankton Red Rams.
What is going to say?
Ram Nation. Stand up.
Say it up.
Because you know what? This Frankton team, I've been waiting to get to this speed.
Yeah.
I watched them at the Jamboree. They are scary.
Yeah. Scary
Frankton,
team.
we come to see you play.
Yeah.
This team right here under Coach Mike is a scary team.
Yeah.
What I saw them doing the Jamboree, they did some damage.
Yeah, they did some damage. But
got
again, it's regular season now. Season started. But I'm going with Frankton Red Rams.
Oh, you know I got to go to the Red Rams. We got to stand up, Frankton. Hey, Frankton, we come to see you this season.
See you.
Our next game down is Northwest Halifax Vikings versus the Hoke Charter Raiders.
Give me Northwest.
Hey, give me the Vikings of Northwest.
Yeah.
Hey, the Vikings got a little run last year that one day. They did make a little noise. J.F. Wells.
There we go.
Coach Gator.
There we go.
My boys.
There we go.
My other family. See, y'all know J.F. Wells. You know J.F. Wells like my other home right
that's
there.
your other home.
Yeah, so down in Oxford, North Carolina.
Okay.
My boy Coach Gator. Shout out to Coach Gator. We come to see you next week, Coach Gator.
Yep.
J.F. Wells versus Western Harnett Eagles right here out of Harnett County. Good game for J.F. Wells. Had a playoff appearance last year. Didn't win. Won a share of the conference title. First time they done that in a long time. But all that's history.
That's history.
Can Coach Gainey do it again?
I think he can.
I think he can.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
he
going
can.
JF Wells.
Hey, well, holler at me, JF Wells. Hit me up today. Our next game, Roanoke Rabbit Yellow Jackets versus Northampton County Jaguars.
Yeah.
Another good friend out of Coach Chris.
Yep.
Roanoke Rabbits, we appreciate everything Roanoke Rabbits do for the grit and grind.
And they started off strong last season.
They did.
Started off strong, so I'm going to go Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets is my sleeper team this season. I'm telling you, I'm watching them. I feel like they can have a deep run.
Yeah.
Our next game down, another team that won a share of the title up there with J.F. Wells. Another school that's one of our favorite schools up there in that little Granville pocket. South Granville, you see the helmet right here on the grit and grind, but they playing the Wildcats of Bun. You see it right over there. Tough game right here for both teams.
Both teams, tough game. South Granville lost a lot, but they got a new coach.
Yeah, let me hear you say it.
Come transition
on.
going on.
Don't say it.
But
Don't say it.
I'm going Bun. I'm going Bun for the win.
I want to go South Granville because every time we don't pick South Granville, they let us know we didn't pick them when they win this game.
Yeah, they definitely let us know. They're going to hit us up.
I'm going Bun.
You going
I'm picking with my heart. I'm picking with my heart.
Okay.
I think that Bun team brought back a lot of players. Panther Creek, the Catamounts of Panther Creek versus Holly Springs right here, Daryl. This is another good game.
This is a good game.
We saw Panther Creek last year in the playoffs against Enloe with a good win.
But very good win.
Good defense.
I'm going Panther Creek.
I'm going Panther Creek.
Yeah.
I know coach that defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know coach that defense.
We know coach that
I know coach that defense. I ain't got to say nothing else. We can just leave it like that. Heritage Huskies versus the Wakefield Wolverines right here. Another good battle, two teams. About 5-10 minutes part of the 919, Daryl. Good game right here. Who you got?
I got the Huskies.
You got the Huskies?
Yeah, I'm going with the Huskies on this.
Wolverines hire my boy from Millbrook. As bad as I want to go to Huskies, I'm going to split and go with the Wolverines of Wakefield.
Okay.
Our next game there right here is Millbrook. No, talk about them. We just talked them up. Say their name and the Millbrook Wildcats will appear. Coach Marshall and his boys going to play the Garner Trojans.
It's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game.
This is one of the games.
I think it's going to be close going into the fourth quarter, but
Garner
Millbrook's
look good
going to
at
pull away.
Jamboree. Look good.
I'm going Millbrook.
I'm going Millbrook right here, but it won't be a walk in the park.
No.
It's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
Our next one there right here, you got Crump Holders. Time to walk the plank. Come on, Patrick.
Patrick came
back. We got Patrick came back. He flew in, Daryl. Patrick flew in all the way. We also got Polly Watson. They flew back in for the grit and grind. They said it's week one.
They said they had to be here
They had to fly in for week one. Crump Holders versus the North Brunswick Scorpions.
Yeah.
Patrick flew in. I tell you, he's here.
Yeah. I'm going Corn Holder.
You going Corn Holders? Hey, Corn Holders, you know what to do. Go ahead and get it started. Hashtag walk the plane. Scrubs North Brunswick, get ready to learn how to walk the plane. They're corn holders.
All right.
Our next game down right here on the grit and grind. We got the Sanderson Spartans, our good friend Coach Buck, versus the Ashley Screaming Eagles. Good game.
Give me Sanderson.
Sanderson started hot.
They started hot. They made the playoffs
They
last
did.
year.
Had a
Got a
good
playoff win.
Yes.
So build off of that coming into this season. So, yeah, I'm going Sanderson.
I'm going Sanderson. Coach Buck, we come to see you, I believe it was week 4.
Yeah.
We come to see Coach Buck. 71st. Denied. McLaurin error.
No.
It feels
it's a little different.
Saying that.
But it's still 71st.
But still 71st.
Still 71st.
But they got a challenge.
Yeah.
They got Terry Sever, the Bulldogs Terry Sever.
Yeah.
71st lost this game last year.
Yeah, they did.
Lost it.
They lost it last year, but I think 71st will be okay. I'm going 71st in this game.
I told y'all the 71st was going to win this game.
Yep.
Get ready to hear that song played all night after a touchdown. 71st, send us that, please, so we can put it on the grit grind whenever we pick y'all. Tell the band record that and send it to the grit grind. Our next game down, Jack Brick, another team, welcome to the grit grind. Jack Brick versus Southview. Jack Brick Pirates. Another team down there, Cumberland County,
playing
down
good
one
football.
time.
They've always been a good program. I'm going to go Jack Brick on this.
I got to go Jack Brick right there. Jack Brick, hey, send me that help. We come to see you.
Yep.
Another game there. In the 9-1, two schools. Cape Fear versus Douglasburg.
Good game.
Good game.
But I'm going Cape Fear.
Going Cape Fear, because I always look forward to that Cape Fear 71st game.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, Daryl, going down to Scotland County, the Fighting Scots of Scotland versus the Ashboro Blue Comets right here. Do the Fighting Scots get a win? Do the Scots keep fighting?
Yeah, the Scots, give me them.
Give me the Scots. Give me Scotland County, right? Give me Scotland High School. The Fighting Scots keep winning. Our next game down, the East Wake Warriors versus Riverside Durham Pirates. East Wake, this was the game that started them off. New coach.
Yep, new coach.
Come to see you too, East Wake. We got you on the schedule.
Oh, this is going to be a big one, but I'm going to go East Wake. I'm going to stick with East Wake on this.
Say what?
That's what it did. East Wake.
Final answer.
Final answer. I'm going East Wake. I'm picking with my heart. East Wake.
East Wake for the win. I'm right there with you. East Wake for the win. Sorry, Riverside, but I feel like the Warriors got something this year.
Yeah, definitely got something.
Crank up that rate offense.
Oh, here we go.
I've been waiting for them all season. Crank it up. Aycock Golden Falcons versus their rival, the Rosewood Eagles right here. Big rival game in the Wayne
rival
County.
game. I'm going to go Aycock on this.
Give me Aycock for the win. Our next one, Daryl, is the Wake Forest Cougars. Welcome to the Grit and Ryan. Coach Reggie and Wake Forest versus Southern Durham, the Spartans. Both of these teams are good teams.
Good teams.
Playoffs.
This is going to be a close game back and forth. What are they playing? They're playing in Durham, right?
They're playing in Durham.
Give me Southern Durham.
Whoa.
Yeah, give me Southern Durham. Yeah, I'm going Southern Durham on this one. I told you, I ain't playing this year.
I'm going Southern Durham. I'm going Southern Durham.
I ain't playing this year.
But I want to go Wake Forest. I'm going Southern Durham.
Okay.
I'm going Southern Durham.
Because they're playing at Southern Durham. That's.
There's no count when you see the Broughton Cats, the Captains of Broughton hosting the Apex Friendship Patriots right here.
Okay,
Big game for Broughton.
Big time. I'm gonna go Broughton.
Apex.
You going Apex?
Going Apex. You know what? Change that pick. Change the pick.
No, it's too late.
No, change the pick. Change the. Oh, it's done. It's done.
It's
the producer said it's done. It's
in.
Roseville Rams versus the Mallard Creek Mavericks right here.
Big time game. Both teams was at
Jamboree. Yes.
And at the Bull City Classic. Both good defense.
They are.
I'm going Mallard Creek. Roseville's got a tough schedule. Got like 3 good games.
They got Richmond, Mallard Creek.
Yeah.
All in that little area.
All in that. And they got it. Yeah.
I'm going Mallard Creek.
Yeah.
Close game.
It's going to be a close game,
going Mallard Creek. Green Central Rams. Versus the Northland Hawks.
He got the shovel.
Coach said you got to know what?
You got
get that shovel. You got to dig that tree.
You got to dig
the tree. You got to dig that tree. Rams digging the trees.
They digging
the
tree.
They about to set a trail.
I'm going with the Rams.
I got to take the Rams on this one. Our next one, Daryl, we got Kinston Vikings versus South Central Falcons. Welcome to the Grit and Grind, Kinston. I don't have to take long on this one. Give me Kinston.
Give me Kinston as well. And, Somebody's going home. We say it every season. Shawn,
Oh,
come
man,
home.
we had to sneak this in here.
When
didn't
you coming home,
You had to
Shawn?
sneak this in here, didn't you?
When you going home,
Had to
Shawn?
sneak this in here. Battlefield versus North Johnson. New coach, my boys, the OC over there,
Yep.
Rashad Parker. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the Battlefield alumni.
Yep.
They came back home to coach for Battlefield. Wish I could be on the sideline with you guys coaching, but I'm over here in the studio now. Give me Battlefield for the win.
You going?
I came home.
You came home.
Came home.
I'm going North Johnson.
Came home.
I'm going North Johnson.
B-Town, stand up.
Okay.
Fight Golden Demons versus Northmore right here. Fight under a new coach right here. Fight's got a new identity. I take this one easy for me to make this pick.
Yeah.
Give me Fight.
I'm going Fight as well. Give me Fight. Got the shovel.
The Hunt Warriors,
Uh-oh.
who made a 5A state championship appearance.
Yep.
Are they ready to start their campaign, Daryl, or do the Yellow Jackets of Lee County say, not so fast, Warriors?
I think Hunt's got a lot of players that came back, some that left.
Right.
But they still got that core value.
They do. Coach Juan
Coach
still got
Juan's
the
got
boys.
the guys ready to play. I'm going to go Hunt.
I got to go Warriors and Hunt, man. They look good.
Yeah.
Southwest Edgecombe, my favorite Cougar.
Ooh.
Coach Barnell leaving Southwest Edgecombe to come coach at Nash Central. Coach Lee going off in retirement.
Yeah.
Coach Lee will be getting you on for some picks over here and to get you in to break down some film. So I know you check this out right now. My favorite Cougar versus the Bulldogs.
Give me the Cougars. I'm going Cougars.
I'm going Cougars on this. And shout out to my boy Coach Ward. Coach Ward coaches Southwest. We come to see you, Coach Ward. Tarboro Vikings versus the Rocky Mount Griffons.
Big time game.
Big time game.
Tarboro won this game last year.
They did.
Didn't win by much,
Not
but
by
they
much.
won.
But Rocky Mount's Rocky Mount.
Rocky Mount's
That's
Rocky
still
Mount.
Rocky Mount.
I'm going Rocky Mount. I'm going Rocky Mount for the win.
Here we go, y'all. It's week one. Get back
I'm going Rocky
Can I
Mount
talk
right
to the people?
here.
Tar Vikings, Vikings
Rocky
for
Mount
Christ.
Griffons.
Tar Vikings, Vikings
All
for Christ.
day.
All my Tarboro fans, can we say
Rocky Mount.
week
Right
one,
there.
he's already doing it. He's
I just
already
said.
doing it. He's doing it.
It was a close game last
He's
year.
doing it again,
It was
y'all.
a close game last year. Rocky Mount could have won.
Cut
but
the lights
Tarboro
on.
Won.
Tarboro
I'm
for the
going
win.
Rocky Mount.
Cut the lights on. Tarboro for the win. Sorry, Rocky Mount. I got you next week, but I can't go against my Vikings. Nightdale, the Knights of Nightdale versus the Fireborough Southern Nash in Nightdale.
In Nightdale. This
Nightdale
game
with a new coach.
Yeah, Nightdale with a new coach. This game last year was not a close game, but Nightdale was able to put up a lot of points.
And Southern Nash
And-
pulled away at the end.
And they pulled away at the end. Can't go against. I'm going Firebirds, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna go
Well,
Firebirds.
Firebirds on this, but Nightdale.
Yeah.
I want to see what they
Yeah, I
got.
wanna see what they got.
Ada Griffin, welcome to the Grit and Grind. Ada Griffin, your help will be on this show next week for the Grit and Grind. We do have it, and we're getting it ready to put on our studio set. But they're playing a hard team in the Princeton Bulldogs. We've been down to Princeton.
Yeah, we've been down to Princeton.
But I had a chance to watch that Ada Griffin offense and
Yeah.
defense during practice, and they look good.
Yeah,
Darryl.
look real good. Give me Princeton.
Hashtag go Chargers. Give me Ada Griffin.
Okay.
Hashtag go
Okay.
Chargers.
All right.
Our Grit and Grind marquee game, Enloe Eagles versus Southeast Raleigh.
Yeah.
We cover both of these teams, and we will probably drop in on this game,
Yep.
depending on when it's played, if it does not get moved to Thursday night. So we won't make a pick on this one because we will probably be there if it's on Friday night.
Right.
Our next game, Daryl, Hoke County Fighting Bucks
Hoke
versus the
County.
Monroe Red Hawks. Monroe, welcome to the Grit and Grind. Coach Sewell, I got to get up there to get that helmet.
Get the
from you.
helmet for them. This is, like I said, we talked about this game. It's going to be a tough game. It's a measuring stick game.
It is.
For Hoke County, but I'm going to go Monroe, but not by much. I told you, I can't be picking with my heart. I know my family looking at
You
me down
against
there.
your family.
and
Your
Hoke
family in
County and
Rayford.
and
His
all.
family is in Rayford,
So,
North Carolina.
Yeah.
And you didn't pick them.
No, they're going to be
Coach
upset.
Malone,
Yeah.
debut game,
Yeah.
going there to
Yeah.
Monroe,
I'm going
and
to
you
Monroe.
picked against them.
I can't
Coach
be doing my
Malone,
heart.
Coach Malone, you see right here once again. Who is the real friend between Daryl B, you, and him? You
I'm
see
trying
it's
to
me.
get my points up.
Fighting Bucks for the win right here. Not a blowout win, but Fighting Bucks for a win,
All
and they
right.
start their campaign. Now it's time for the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week, the Northern Nash Knights versus James Rose. This game will be on Thursday night. Me and Daryl will not make a pick on this one because just like we said with Southeast and Enloe, we will definitely be at this game Thursday night, so we won't make a pick. But for the Enloe Southeast game and the James Rose Northern Nash game, drop your pick in the comment box so we can see who you pick.
Who you pick. We'll have it on Instagram to where you can pick between which team you think is going to win.
That's right.
For both games.
Well, Daryl, another season is underway. It is Thursday, and it's Wednesday. I'm counting down to Greg.
I see.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Got your shovel?
Got my shovel. It's Thursday night. We're ready to play football. But before we leave the Grit and Grind, we want to tell you how you can find us on all our social media platforms. You can start off with the one right here, Grit and Grind Podcast NC on Instagram, or you can go where else, Daryl?
You can go to
Studio
67 on YouTube, NCC, and you can follow us there. And where else can they follow us?
They can also follow Studio 67 NCC on Instagram. But if you're riding in the car, don't watch the Grit and Grind Drive.
Don't do it.
You can get the audio version and get the same feel on all major platforms. You get on Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and also on Apple Podcasts. All you have to do is search the keyword Studio 67. Find that logo to say Grit and Grind. Hit that play button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, that big thumbs up on YouTube. Let us know you like this video.
And especially iHeart.
Please.
Yeah, please listen. Listen to us on iHeart.
Daryl, it's that time. I can't wait. Thursday night is upon us. We're getting close to it. I am ready for the game. But before we leave there, for the week one, I only got one question.
What's that?
Do you have the grit?
And do you have the grind?
We'll see you next week on the Grit and Grind right here on Studio 67.